All right, welcome to the after show of the Freeform Rock podcast. Yes, I renamed it instead of Saturday exclusives. I call it the after show because we record this. Well, Lee isn't on that, but we record our podcast, and then that comes out 7 weeks later because I have 7 episodes in the hole already. And we just recorded a great episode on an artist Lee would never do with me, Mr. Ted Nugent. Why would you do a Ted Nugent episode with me?
Why wouldn't I?
Every
It's
time I
like
brought up
asking
Ted, you
me
go, I don't
why
want to do
wouldn't
Ted.
I ever put sauce and cheese on pizza when that's the first thing I'd put on it.
But every time I said, let's do a Ted album, you go, no.
I didn't say that.
You said, no, I wanted to do Cat Scratch Fever. So let's do something else. That's not the album we did, by the way.
Did I say I want to do Cat Scratch Fever, so why not do something else?
No. I did basically any album you wanted to do.
I think I said I wanted to do a Ted Nugent album.
Oh, you did? But we never got to it.
Well, we always. I think that what happened was I keep there's so many things, but yeah, I would have done a Ted Nugent.
Yeah.
If you want to do another Ted Nugent one in the future, let me know. If you want me on it, I'll do it.
Oh, of course, we'll bring you on that album. There's a band I want to bring you on that you kept saying no to. Oh, Toys in the Attic, Aerosmith.
um, if you need me to do a little bit of my critiquing you and everybody and wondering why you have bad taste, let me on.
All right. Dude, you yell at me all the time when I don't like things. You like the United States of America and that other band that I'm not going to say anymore. But
yeah, I mean, at this point, that's old news. That's like saying, I remember when you shot me in the foot, but it was 20 years ago and the bullet healed. Kind of like that.
you know, what's sad? Because I listen to all these podcasts and they go, hey, look, I got to go take a piss, right? They always leave to go take a piss.
They do say that?
Yeah, Eric says that. But you know what I do? I get an empty bottle and I piss in it as I'm recording the podcast. This is full of my piss.
Oh, well, I'll put it to you like this. It's okay to mention it. It's just hardly anyone would ever even show it.
Would you like some lemonade?
Would you believe that I knew?
I don't give a shit, dude. You know me. People can make fun of me all they want.
Where people, I knew people who, if they were so desperate for drink, if they thought the pee was from a drunk man, they might say, "I'll get a second degree buzz from it."
You know what would suck if somebody came in here before I'm going to throw this away, by the way. Somebody came here and go, "Ooh, look, whiskey," and they drink my piss. Serves them right for not asking to drink my whiskey first, but if you just drink it on your own, enjoy.
Well, if you know people who will just take your booze for no reason.
Well, you know, there's people out there who will just say, "Oh, look, he's got this. Let's go drink it." You know, when you invite guests to your house and shit. I'm drinking some whiskey, not lemonade right now.
Yeah.
Nobody knows that. I don't even think Jerry. You never know. I've done this on podcasts with you where I just piss in a bottle because I don't want to leave, man. I don't want to have like a silence because I'm actually the one.
Well, like, at least you're not. You're not. I didn't hear it.
No, because I'm really quiet with it.
Yeah. Well, hey, you know, I'll tell you this. In the past, like if I was you know, in a room and I didn't want people to know I was there and I needed to go pee, I would make sure to hit the rim of the white and not the water. You know?
Yeah, I understand. I used to piss in this trash can, but then when I heard back the podcast, I heard myself pissing in the trash can. So I go, no, I gotta get a bottle.
That looked like a metal trash can.
No, I'd piss in it and then throw it away right after. I wouldn't leave it in the office.
Was it metal?
No, it's plastic. See, it's a plastic trash
Oh,
can
okay. All right.
with a bag in it. So I piss in the bag.
Because metal will definitely give a big
Oh
sound.
yeah. That's why I like pissing in a bottle. Would you like some lemonade? Again, but man, that's cool. You would do. I kept asking for Ted Nugent, and you kept like blowing me off, saying, "Why don't we do this?" So
I think it was because whenever I was trying to tell you something and I was maybe arguing with you, you would interrupt by talking about Ted Nugent, and I was kind of like, maybe my point was, no, I want to finish what I had to say.
yeah.
I don't know.
You see, Lee, you are the third co-host of this podcast still. You are still there. I'm doing what you wanted to do where you come on when you want to. You fly by night, you're like Rush.
I'm yeah.
You don't have a schedule. So
That annoys some people who need me to come in to do legal work. I say I'll do it when I'm ready, especially the police when they're putting handcuffs on me and I say, I'm sorry, but I'm not available at the moment. And they, oh, well, we made you available.
yeah.
I'm kidding.
I think there's one thing I never asked you. Do you like old school hip hop?
I like some songs by Curtis Blow, and I like some LL Cool J, and I like some stuff like that. Those are the two that I like the most.
Yeah, I would bring you on an NWA review because I kind of want to do that album one day.
Yeah, maybe. I don't mind some of their stuff.
I'm just wondering, man, you should do a video on your own, like your own YouTube, like talk about like Curtis Blow, do a Curtis Blow album review. That would trip your fans out.
That's a good idea. If you want, I can suggest. I can say that you suggested it, or would that?
I don't need any credit for it, dude.
Would it be like just the fact that I did it is enough to trip them out?
That's enough for you to trip it out. It's like Lee talks about Curtis Blow. It's like people are gonna go, what the fuck?
Yeah,
because you've never talked about any kind of rap or hip hop in your whole like in YouTube or podcast career.
Yeah, I also don't talk about polka.
You like polka?
No.
You don't like the Weird Al polkas?
Well, he's more comedy, but I'm talking about, well, have you ever been in a room with a whole bunch of drunken Swedish people who do nothing but just play the whole first side of a polka album over and over and over again, and they're all 400 pounds and they dribble spit on the floor while they talk and laugh and fall down?
No.
All right. Well, it is fun as long as the spit isn't aiming at you. But yeah. But in that context, it's okay. But just for listening, nah.
I don't care for I like Weird Al when he does it because he takes like regular rock songs or pop songs and makes them into a polka. It's pretty cool.
I never heard him do like a real polka. I mean, he might do a no. Actually, My Bologna and stuff. That's more like just joke polka.
I didn't think that was polka. That was polka. My Bologna sounded
no.
more like the knack.
No, I'm talking about when he did My Bologna.
Yeah, My Bologna, my Bologna. He had that riff from
with
the
an
knack.
Accordion.
Oh, he did it with accordion, yeah, but it still sounded like the knack.
Okay, well, I didn't hear the whole. Well, okay, I didn't hear the whole thing. I only
Did you
heard some of
did
it.
you like a surgeon?
Yeah, it's okay. I have to listen to one of his actual whole albums
Dare to Be Stupid's a good album.
because he also has his own songs,
Yeah.
and
Dare
he
to Be
never
Stupid
talked.
was one of his own songs, wasn't it?
Yeah,
He
I,
did
I
it he did it like Devo would do a song.
yeah,
And
but
Devo
it
even
but
said that was the best Devo song they never did.
but yeah, it was an actual Owl song. It wasn't it wasn't a parody of another song, but it was done in Devo style. That's true.
Yeah. I think what Mark Mothersbaugh said that's the best Devo song we never did.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like
but yeah,
Devo looks weird. They're retiring, I think, but they're like
yeah.
fat and old and sitting up there in those old fucking hats and yellow suits. I go, dude, just like wear jeans and a t-shirt, man. We don't need you up there looking weird, like you're trying to sing
Yeah.
Whip It, you know. It's like,
Well, maybe that's the point is that they want to make people annoyed at them.
yeah, they look. It's like Oingo Boingo still looks good live.
Yeah,
Danny
yeah,
Elfman's still pretty in shape, you know, but he doesn't
yeah,
do Oingo Boingo. But they have the former members of Oingo Boingo with Steve Bartek and Johnny Vatos.
yeah.
And I'm
I,
saying this for Charles, and I'm also wearing his favorite band shirt, LA Guns and Night Ranger, because
I like L.A. Guns.
I love LA Guns, man. I even
And
did you ever
Danny
hear
Elfman, I've heard some of his classical work, and believe it or not, it's pretty damn good.
who?
Danny Elfman.
Oh, Danny Elfman does this all the
Dude,
Tim Burton movies, dude. He does those scores.
yeah, and Joanne Falletta, who's a classical conductor based in New York, she conducted some of his stuff, and I'm like, it's actually pretty good music.
Dude, he
It's
is a
like a violin concerto, and I haven't heard his percussion concerto yet. That was done by someone else. But um, I listen sometimes.
dude, Danny Elfman is a fucking genius. Like 1981 Only Allowed album. He has a song called Capitalism, where it's kind of like you could take that song from 81 and put it till today and it still rings true. It's like there's nothing wrong with capitalism, there's nothing wrong with free enterprise, there's nothing wrong to wanting to live night. I'm so tired of hearing you whine. You're just a little crass socialist brat who never even had to work. You know, he's kind of talking about these little whiny social media people on there fucking whining about everything, but they never went through the struggle. Which Danny Elfman says, you never went through the struggle. You never had no food on the table, but you're bitching and whining. You suck, you know? Fucking
Yeah,
great fucking. And that was in 81. And that's happening now and worse, you know?
yeah.
Have you heard Capitalism, that song where he says, "There's start to hear you
Probably
whine"?
heard it, but back then I was well. No, I did pay attention to words. So I but I'm going to say I didn't pay attention to words, but no, the opposite is true. I did pay attention to words. So I don't know how to answer you.
It's like people all get on him for about that song "Little Girls," where he goes, I love little girls, they make me feel so good." He's singing as a third person and making fun of pedophiles, and people
Well,
don't get that. They don't get that he's giving you a narrative like NWA gave you with the police. He's telling you what's
well,
going on, and it sucks.
yeah, yeah. I mean, plus, yeah, I understand.
But also, Only a Lad. Have you heard that song?
I think if we reviewed the album, then I probably heard it.
I don't remember. We did a double album. We did Nothing to Fear and some other album. I don't think it was. It might have been Only a Lad, but when he says Johnny was bad. He was really bad. Everybody could tell. You know, he shot a lady because he wanted a radio so bad. He didn't really care. You know, he did all this shit. And then the society goes, well, he's only a lad. He didn't mean to do it. Only a lad. He didn't want to do it. He's underprivileged and abused, perhaps a little bit confused. That goes for today also. And that was 81, where he
Yeah.
brings it forward at the end of the song where he goes, "Hey there, Johnny, you really don't fool me. You get away with murder and you think it's funny. You don't give a damn if people live or die. Hey there, Johnny boy, I hope you fry." Society
You're
makes
really
excuses
good
for
at
these.
you're really good at you know reciting other people's lyrics. If you pretended they were your lyrics and just went down the street, a lot of people wouldn't know the difference.
No, but the thing is, I'm just saying what a genius he is. He said things that are actually in 81 that are relevant to today. It's not dated. His music is not dated.
Yeah, I never thought of. Well, Ted Nugent gave a line once. He said one of the most cretinous things that anybody has ever said was dated. He's like, nothing is really dated. It's either good or not good. I I kind of agree.
Well, a song that could be dated by Boingo, Oingo Boingo, is 1984, but they're reciting
Yeah, oh no, I mean if a song has a date on
date
it,
in it.
that's
Yeah, that could be.
dated.
But the thing is, that song is talking about that book, 1984. We're in a bad society. And he goes, "Wake up, it's 1984, but we've been here before."
Well, then that's not dated.
It isn't, but people will think it's
I
dated because he's called
in a
1984.
way, everything is dated. Like everything that we said 5 minutes ago is dated to 5 minutes ago. So
It's
in
like,
that sense, everything is dated. But in other ways, nothing's really dated. It's just all a part of this whole cosmos and everything being everything.
I don't remember some guy I like, lyricist I like, he said, "Never put anything in a song that's of the time. Make sure you structure your song where 20 or 30 years from now, it's not dated. Don't, like Prince, 1000 party or party like it's 1999. That's kind of dated there, you know.
But weirdly enough, he did it before then.
He did. It's like Back to the Future is like we're past Back to Future time now.
Yeah, I think you're like an intellectual when it comes to all of the pop trivial stuff that nobody cares about. But that's kind of okay because you're it's like you're very smart. You just pick the dumb stuff. But it's okay. I'm sorry. I
Well,
should.
it's like
Nothing's really dumb. I
it's like,
mean, me, when I keep talking and I don't shut up, that's dumb. You know
no,
what I mean?
keep talking. I like it when you keep talking.
But that's
I
why I'm saying
miss that.
dumb. If you like what I'm saying, you're dumb.
Oh,
No, I'm.
thank you. I'm just saying, a fucking song where Smiths, where we did "The Queen Is Dead" with Bob A. He has a song in there where talking about Joan of Arc, where her Walkman starts to melt. If you say Walkman back then, we know what it is. But if you say
Yeah.
Walkman now, it's dated. You see what I'm saying?
It's like, yeah, but on the other hand, I think it's like if I had to just think about what's only relevant now and not mention anything that I grew up with. If I'm at a party, they might say, "Hey Lee, how's it going?" I go, "Fine." And they go, "What did you do?" And I go, "Stuff." And that's it. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to
But the
say
thing
anything
is,
more.
but the thing is, in a conversation instead of songs, you could say, "Hey, kids, I did this when I was your age. I did this, this, this," and then the kids might think you're cool. It's like I'm at work. I'm talking about a 90s, like movies in the 90s, not 80s or 70s, not Weird Science or fucking whatever, or John Hughes movies, Vacation. I'm talking about American Pie. And I was looked at yesterday like, what the fuck are you talking about? I never seen this movie. I don't know what you're talking about. Because in the movie, the guy Jim, he fucks a warm pie. You know, he puts his dick in a warm pie. Or they didn't, but I didn't say that at work because I don't want to get sent to the office talking about a penis. But that movie is dated, but it isn't dated because the thing is, that shit that people would do today, it's like fucking a MILF, Stifler's mom. People are gonna fuck a hot woman that's older than them, you know. It's like it feels it's like feels sad for Stifler that his friends want to fuck his mom, you know. But the thing is that those movies are not dated. But
Yeah.
then it's good comedy compared to what the PC comedies are getting out today. You couldn't release Blazing Saddles today without people getting offended, which is a parody on racism, you know.
Well, I did. I'll tell you this. I saw the movie A Knock at the Cabin. The you heard of it?
It's like Evil Dead, right? Kind of.
Well, M. Night Shyamalan directed it,
Yeah.
and I saw it because the two ladies in it looked really hot, and I wanted to see them.
Dave Bautista was in that, right?
Huh?
Dave Bautista, the wrestler and the guy from Guardians Galaxy.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was two ladies in it who looked really good, so I saw it and I really liked the movie. But you know, it's like so I once in a while will see a movie that on the screen.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like even if you watch like what Fast Times at Ridgemont High, that's not dated. Teenagers still want to do that shit today. Teenagers still fucking jack off in the fucking bathroom at Phoebe Cates. You know, it's like, but when you put stuff like Walkman or fucking DVD or VHS in a song, don't put anything with technology in your songs or movie because technology is always evolving.
I I I halfway agree with that, but I also think that in some ways, even even you and me, we didn't grow up in the time of wax cylinders, but you've heard of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the thing is people like us, we at least know of things that happened a long time before we did them. Nowadays, since the parents don't inform the kids of things, they only know about what's going on 2 years prior.
I,
They
I
don't hardly anything, you know?
I agree with that. It's because I told these people who didn't know the movie American Pie. I go, you know, I wasn't born when Led Zeppelin was out. I wasn't born when the Beatles were out. I wasn't born with the Doors or all this music before me. But you know what? I went and listened to them and I love them. The kids today have so much fucking information that they miss out on a lot of fucking information. It's
Yeah.
us. We had 4 channels, no cable. We watched Gilligan's Island. We watched I Dream of Jeannie. We watched Donahue. We watched Days of Our Lives because that's all we had to watch. These kids could go to any fucking streaming shit and listen to all this shit, but they don't know shit
Yeah.
because they don't look for it.
Yeah. You know what's so cool is the guy Mike, whoever his name is, who played not he wasn't Hawkeye, he was Hawkeye's friend, BJ.
BJ Honeycutt.
Yeah,
And
him.
before him was what's that guy before him?
That was
Trapper
McLean.
John. Trapper John.
Oh,
Yeah.
but okay, but
Jerry's happy with you right now.
yeah, but anyway, I forget his name, Mike something, like Mike whoever, but
Yeah.
Mike, but he was on a show called The Interns before that in the 70s, and I never heard of it, but I can watch it on YouTube and they have the full episodes. And he was pretty good as a doctor on that. The only thing is he didn't wear army fatigues. He wore doctor's smock. So that was his um outfit.
But
But yeah,
the thing is, these kids today have access to fucking everything. Everything we didn't have access to. And they miss a lot of shit. They miss a lot of good shit. And it's like, because they have so much access, it's just blah to them now.
I you know what, that's the same. I would say that's the same with a lot of times. The reason why records that weren't well known back in the day is because they were in the cutout bins, and when people look for
I
albums,
love those cutout bins that were cheap.
yeah. But I mean, there's always an album that people didn't even think about, and so that's what happens. And now they're considered to be classic albums, but back in the day,
94 Motley Crue.
uh, yeah, but I'm talking about more like Stony and Meatloaf,
I
the
don't
album
know
that
this.
was on when he was with a lady named Stony, and
Yeah.
that was from 1970. And now they people talk about it, but back then it was like, oh, what's this? And they just kept going through the racks and not even listen to it.
Yeah.
But that was a weird album. He's you know how big he looks, and he's in the suit and with the cane, and he's on on a chair, and there's this lady who dressed like she's from the 1700s, and standing still like, what the hell am I doing wearing this? And then they're in a picture that looks like a picture from the 1800s, and it's called Stony and Meatloaf. And you think, like, that's a weird name. That would be like, instead of Sonny and Cher, it's Sonny and
Barbara.
puff pastry, you know, like that. Sunny and puff pastry. No, Sunny and croissant.
Croissant.
You know, Sunny and croissant. Who would care? You know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. It's like, I'm also going to say, these 80s movies where you had Weird Science, 16 Candles, Vacation, you had all these great fucking movies coming out, Breakfast Club, but then everybody fails to think about 3 o'clock high.
Oh, I used to watch that movie a lot.
You know, this movie, nobody knows. They don't know it's a high school reunion collection with Casey Samajo, who was also one of Biff's henchmen in Back to the Future. And he was also in Young Guns.
Oh,
This is a fucking great movie. If you guys ever been into school or high school where this bully is going to kick his ass at the end of school and he's trying to leave the school, but the bully cuts his fucking car cables, that he can't leave. And I've been through that. This movie means so much to me. This is something I went through in high school. I was bullied, I was fucked with, and I was threatened to get my ass kicked out of high school. And besides Weird Science, this is my second favorite movie about high school. And
yeah,
Ferris Bueller. Yeah, also. Yeah.
it was good. I used to, even in grammar school, I even got picked on by the nerds who studied cello and wore suits and had horn rimmed glasses, because as long as you picked on Lee, you were considered cool.
Yeah.
Even girls used to hit me and hurt me.
Dude, I was so alone in fucking junior high, high school, elementary school. I would sit in a corner and make fun of these fucking idiots wearing fucking ducktails, fucking break dancing, whatever. That was the trends. Go, why are these people into fucking back then? I was like, they're fucking trendy. Fucking ducktails, fucking white guys break dancing on cardboard and shit. And I'd be in a corner making fun of them, but I was the one who's picked on because I didn't conform to what they liked. I was in t-shirts and jeans. I didn't wear fucking Michael Jackson fucking gloves, although I loved Michael Jackson. I didn't have the Michael Jackson jacket on. I didn't look like Duran Duran, even though I love Duran Duran. I didn't look like the Cure. I didn't have that weird fucking hair. I was just me. And I seen all these kids conforming to what they saw on TV. And I go, what the fuck is wrong with them? Why can't they be themselves? You know?
But at one time, I had a Rolling Stones import. It was like a 5 album set from France, and it was expensive, and it had glitter on the cover of it, and they had a small shirt with glitter on it saying the Rolling Stones. So it was just meant to be not necessarily worn, but I wore it, and I made sure that we didn't really wash it it because of the glitter. But I went to school, and it had like a low cut, like almost looked like I was wearing a leotard shirt like a woman. But I wanted to wear it anyway. And then some people were laughing, but other people thought it was cool. But I did it that once just to prove that I could do it. And
You want to piss people off, right? You wanted to show them, hey, look, I'm Lee, not you.
well, I didn't want to piss them off. I just wanted them to think that I was more daring than them.
Dude, I went to school. I remember my first year of high school, which I left after. I quit high school after that because I was bullied so much. But I did knock somebody out in a fucking pool when he snapped me with the towel. I went boom. And then when I got to In-N-Out Burger, one of the guys who saw me do that, you knocked the fuck out of Eric Tavares. I go, yeah, I sure did. And I fucking said, fuck school. I left school, got a job. I graduated 30 years later. Just saying.
Well,
'Cause
you're one of the few who did.
yeah, I graduated 30 years later, but I couldn't handle school. I was bullied. And the thing is, I went to school with an Ario Speedwagon, Wheels Are Turning, my first show I ever seen. Like the long ones, the long sleeve ones, and the gray sleeves, black thing where it had the album cover and the tour dates on the back. I had that shirt. I was made the fuck. People were fucking with me. This is wearing Ario Speedwagon. And then this one guy I'm still friends with today, Chris Meitering, he had an Iron Maiden shirt on. I had a black marker, and I went Ario Speedwagon rules on his shirt. Why he was passed out because he was drunk. He came in with a hangover. He passed out, and when we went to In-N-Out Burger, he goes, "You're the motherfucker with Ario Speedwagon shirt rules on my Iron Maiden shirt." And I love Iron Maiden now, but back then, I was a fucking dick because I was tired of being fucked with. So I would start fucking with people back. And to this day, I still fuck with those people back. Because if they make fun of me, I'm going to fuck with them back, you know?
I'll put it to you like this. It would be like if, let's say, you knew someone who had a book and they said, my book got lost. And they were sad because someone stole their book. So you said, I'm going to give you something for your birthday. So you give them a present and they open up and go, wow, it's a copy of the book that I had. But then they look and they see that their name was written in it and they went, you were the one who took my book. And then you say, yeah, but I gave it back to you on your birthday. Like that, you know what I mean?
I'm just saying, dude, I was fucked with so much in school and I was a loner. I really didn't have any friends in school. I got friends when I started working. And I still have like Scott Travato, Tim Newbold. I go to concerts with Tim all the time. We just saw Metallica together.
Oh, well,
Liz Sanchez, we went to church together. Um,
yeah.
Steve Diaz, who has cancer right now, and it fucking pisses me off. But I
Oh,
still have, and Chris Meyering, I have like these friends from my first job, but in high school or junior high, they didn't like me, but they knew of me. You see what I'm saying? But when I went to work, they go, this guy was misunderstood. This guy is actually a cool motherfucker. Why
mm,
did we pick on him in junior high and high school? It's like, I am a cool motherfucker. And I'm sorry, but you need to get to know me before you judge me. I'm not, I love everybody. I treat everybody with love and respect. I don't judge anybody. If you're nice to me, I'm nice to you.
mm,
That's it. I treat you how you treat me. And
yeah.
I get upset when people just up and block me for no reason. When we were having great conversations about bands we love, and all of a sudden I'm a dick for some reason. I have no idea. But you know what? I still love both. I love all you guys who have blocked me. And if you ever want to be my friend again, I'm okay with it.
Well, it's like this. In general, I just found that um when people in general are on Facebook so much that they get to where it's like they only want to hear about themselves, and they want to hear, it's like without naming names, because there's so many of them
I
that
didn't name names.
no,
They
no, no,
know
no.
who they
No,
are,
I'm saying no. I'm saying this, for because people might think that I'm talking about them. So I'm saying without naming names, because after all, I would have to name 100 names, which is my point. My point is that there's so many of them. It's like they might post about a certain group or an album, and then they post that same post again and again and again and again, and the same people will respond over and over and over again. So
but
what I
don't I
did
post
was
different things? I post different things. I don't go
I,
all.
I I'm not really talking about
Oh,
you.
I know, but I'm just saying I try to make it different.
Well, once in a while you do.
Oh,
I'm
shut
kidding.
up.
But no. But what I mean is, so what I did was I posted a certain group and one song, and then I posted that same group and the song again shortly after, and I kept doing it, and I kept getting these wonderful like responses, and I'm thinking, oh boy, how many of these people even understand that I posted the
To get
same thing over again?
you post things to see what people are thinking, to see who who is actually thinking and who isn't.
Wow, you know what? That's cool that you figured that out.
I figured that out a long time ago, dude.
You just never let me know you did.
No, I did it because I
You're
respond to
the
your
guy
stuff.
who knows a lot, and you just don't want people to know that you know a lot. I'm kidding.
No, because I'm a humble guy. I love all people, man. I even love that one dude that I get in a fight with all the time. It's cool, man, because I speak my mind and some people don't like to hear what I think. But the thing is, if you like something I don't like, I tell you guys to enjoy it. Enjoy it. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean it's bad. I just don't get it. That's about it. Yeah, I
Yeah,
might be dumb to you, but the thing is, like I told Eric Arnsby Jordan, he doesn't like Eddie Vedder's voice. And I said, now you know how I feel about King Diamond.
yeah. Um, when I was really young, like 6 or 7, I played weird music for people who were older than me, and they thought I was weird, and I thought that they were too normal. Ain't that a weird thing?
No, I understand that. I understand that completely, Lee. I like to play things that I don't see people always sharing. Like I'll
Yeah,
play some driving and crying, some giant, some stuff that people don't talk about because you know what? I think these groups need to be heard. And
yeah.
I'm tired of like Led Zeppelin, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, Black Sabbath. Everybody talks about those bands. I want to talk about the bands that nobody talks about. Dream Theater,
Oh,
everybody.
okay.
Foreigner, nobody really talks about Foreigner. You know,
Oh,
they make fun
yeah,
of Foreigner because they say
yeah.
they're a no-name band. I know Lou Graham. I know Mick Jones. I know they fucking write great songs, and I even know some of the other band members. But as long as you know the main two members, they are not a nameless band to me. You know,
Yeah.
but I'm
And
saying
that's
I want people like like Jerry. We did the original Journey. We did I forgot what album we did. I
is
think it
that
was
Neil Sean?
Neil Sean's Journey Through Time with Greg Raleigh.
Okay.
It's a great fucking it's live shit. Greg Raleigh
I
was pissed.
actually I actually saw well, he was a guest star, but I saw him live.
Yeah, but the thing is, everybody talks about the Steve Perry era of
Mm.
Journey.
I saw him in a group that was a jazz group, and he was he he played with them.
But but the thing is, the first three Journey albums, which I'm a guilty of, it wasn't Steve Perry, so I didn't go back and listen to them. But I went back and listened to them. I bought this live album with them playing the original, like three albums that they did with Greg Raleigh, where they were just a progressive rock band. That
You
shit
know
is
what?
really good.
I'm gonna have to listen to that journey through time to hear how he does that stuff because I do like the first three albums.
They do play some Escape and they do play some Frontiers
I
on
do
there.
admit I do admit I kind of reluctantly have to admit that when I listen to Infinity, I like it more than I like to admit.
Affinity
So
rules, dude.
yeah, yeah,
But I'm just saying that people think, oh, Journey, don't stop believing. Open arms, blah, blah, blah.
yeah,
Separate ways, worlds apart. But did
yeah,
you know? I got to look at this. What about I'm going to leave you? Look into
yeah.
the
That was
future,
yeah,
daydream.
yeah,
And then they go into line of fire, walks like a lady, feeling that way anytime, and lights, love and touch and squeezing. But then they go into like Mystery Mountain of a Lifetime,
yeah,
Lady Luck, You're on Your Own, Hustler. This shit is
yeah,
great.
yeah,
Greg Raleigh fucking rules, man.
yeah.
I like Jonathan Cain, which I get shit for.
um, you can like him if you want.
Yeah, I know you don't like the babies,
I
you and
think no, no,
Charles.
no, 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 no. I don't like what he did with them.
Jonathan Cain. Yeah, before him, it was great shit too. But
Um,
I like Jonathan Cain. I feel he's a really good songwriter, but he's kind of a religious nut. And I don't like that about him.
yeah.
Um, because I
So
just
is
think,
Kirk Cameron.
yeah,
Kirk, but if I met Kirk Cameron, I would just say hello and talk to him
growing
like a regular
pains, man.
guy.
Growing pains ruled.
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. Just because not everyone thinks the same. I mean, the point is when it comes to basic universal things like, do you believe in happiness? Do you believe in love? Do you believe in freedom? Do you believe in um satisfaction? People don't have to say whether or not they believe in straight love or gay love. People don't have to talk about whether happiness comes from love or from money, because those surface things are the things that divide people. But if we just say, basically, we believe in happiness or we believe in love, there's more people who would agree than not. Or like, do you believe in good music? You don't have to say what music you like, but if you say, I believe in music, that it's like, let's say Destroyer. Let's say the one song you don't like, well, I don't like, the two songs are Beth and Great Expectations.
Right on. I hate those songs.
Yes, I don't like them. But let's say someone else thinks Destroyer is a good album because those are the only two songs they like.
Rock and Roll Over is my favorite Kiss album.
I know, but I mean, it's like if someone said, do you like songs from Destroyer? And then neither of you say what songs, they just say, yes, I do. Then there's more of a common meeting ground. It's just when people get into the nitty gritty, that's when there's a bunch of like conflict.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
I'm not gonna get political here, but I'm gonna get a little political here.
Don't worry.
It's like people like the left, people like the right.
Yeah.
I'm saying, why can't we be in the middle? Because most of you people that disagree on the left and the right like more things. You have more things in common than politics, but you block people because they're not politically aligned with you. And I think that's stupid, because you like all these bands, you like music and humor, but just because you don't like the left or you don't like the right, fuck this guy, fuck this girl. That's stupid to me.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Same thing with music. I like Sammy Hagar. People don't like Sammy Hagar, but that's okay. We meet in the middle because we like Black Sabbath. We like David Lee Roth Van Halen. We like fucking UFO. We like Michael Schenker. We like old Scorpions. We like Uli John Roth. But just because I like Hagar means I'm an idiot. But we like 100 times more things than we don't dislike. You know, it's stupid to me.
So yeah, that's that's the whole thing. It's the mentality of a person. It's like, just because you might be accepting of something, it doesn't mean other people are, because after all, there's different kinds of people. And like for instance, someone might say hello to someone. The person might think, oh, they're being friendly. Or they could think, oh, they're trying to find something weird out about me. So, or
I'll say
whatever
hello back. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, but what I mean is, some people aren't like that. So that's the thing to remember, is just because I might feel a certain way, just because you might feel a certain way, not everyone does. So at least I'm aware that there are all sorts of different kinds of people out there, and some people are more guarded and distant than others. That's what I'm trying to say, is if I'm aware that there's differences in them, then that's the thing. Like so if I know that someone doesn't like a certain group, then if I'm in a conversation with them, unless they bring it up, I'll just, keep it to what we both agree with, because that's just how I am.
You didn't get mad I didn't like Mascara Sue. You were okay with it, weren't you?
You know what's so interesting is, like, I'm probably the only one who does like it. So I mean, I couldn't get mad at everybody, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It was weird. It's like it's but the reason why he did it was because, well, I actually thought it would be fun to do it.
it was a fun episode. We got some good traction on that, so that's cool.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, man, people find more common ground with people than you find things that you don't like about people, because I bet you 95% of the things that people that you like, they like. The 5%, man, just let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go. Who cares if you like Biden or Trump? Who fucking cares? They're not for you. They're against you, anyways. But thing is,
Yeah.
like you like the movies, you like Blazing Saddles, you like Kiss, you like Night Ranger, you like Aerosmith, you like this, but you just don't like what they voted for. Who fucking cares? You like more shit that they like than you don't like, but you fucking hate
Yeah.
them because that fucking 5%.
Yeah.
That's stupid to me.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the world of stupid. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. It's like not everyone is smart.
No. People are
And
offended by stupid shit.
and that's partly why I'm not a lot on Facebook, is because even I'll admit, even I have sometimes gone to the point where I'm like, I would be annoyed because someone posts all sorts of the same thing on their site, but I'm thinking, but it's their site, it's their page. Why should I be annoyed? Why don't I just stay away? I know I'm not saying I'm annoyed in that they can't post it, but what I'm saying is I'm thinking that's the only thing they know. And so after a while it just made me wonder, but I think, well, if I'm tired of it, then I can just stay away. And so that's what I did.
That's what I do, man. If I see somebody post, except for Charles and Jerry, if they post shit about or they hate Sammy or whatever, I'll go
Yeah.
back at him because it's part of the show, you know.
Yeah,
But
I know.
other people, I just go scroll. I'm done. I'm not going to talk about it.
Yeah.
You know, but I go with them because on that because we're brothers and they understand me and I understand them. And it's fine. You know,
Yeah.
I'm getting that Van Halen Sammy box set because I like Sammy. I don't care if what you guys think about it. But I'm
You know
just
what?
saying,
I think it would be worth it to get it just because it's going to be considered rare. Because most people are into the David Lee Roth box set, but the thing
I
is,
have the Daily Roth box set right there. You
yeah,
know,
but the thing is, I think well, this is just the way I think. Um, the only reason why, well, partly because I also don't have a turntable anymore, but I had the album's original. So it's like, to me, I already had those albums. I already heard them. So for me, unless I felt the need to own them physically again, I don't feel the need to buy a box set of stuff that isn't going to have new material in it. That's me.
well, you know, the Roth box set didn't have any bonus shit on it.
That's
It
what I'm saying.
but the Sammy one does.
Well, then, hey,
It has a fifth record with like Humans Beings that was never released on a Van Halen album. It's Twister soundtrack. They have Butcherama that was on the balance thing, but they separated those because those are kind of tracks that they were bonus, and they have
yeah.
Up for Breakfast and stuff that was on a greatest hit. So that's kind of odd tracks, you
So
know.
so I'm going to say technically, I think that's a more value than the David Lee Roth, just simply in terms of having more tracks.
But the Roth thing had some like tour laminates, you know, like their
Okay. Well,
and
no, I'm not saying it's
they
bad
also
to
had
get it.
the women and children first poster that they put in the original, which I ripped on accident trying to open it.
Yeah. I had it back in the day. I think if I ripped it, it was only because I fell on it or something. It's not
Oh, I
because,
ripped it because it was stuck together, and I go fuck.
yeah.
Yeah. But I just want to thank you, Lee. I miss you doing the podcast with me. You're
I'll
awesome.
once in a while. I'm. It's just that basically it was more like, um, I I was getting tired of 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 having to do it on a schedule and doing
I
it.
know that's why I
And,
ask you, hey, you want
and
to come on
plus,
a video?
yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
and plus and plus I was getting tired of the albums that I was picking. You know, I was just getting tired. I was just getting tired of it.
You were getting tired of getting tired.
Oh yeah. So and plus with other things there might have been like times when I had other stuff going on. So I just, you know, I didn't want to
Would you
have to be responsible for stuff.
just tell the people out there, because I have this one guy had a ban off making comments on the YouTube things when you're on there. I'm not going to say his name, but you know who he is. He went off on me. He went off on me a lot, and there's no way he should go off on me. But the thing is, I'm just gonna say,
except to
you
say I
quit.
do think
Did
it's
I
weird.
want you to quit the show? I
Huh?
didn't kick you out.
I know.
You made that decision on your own. It wasn't me.
I was being like a little weird about it. You know, I admit that the way that I was acting was a little weird, but
But
you know,
didn't I give you the freedom and the leeway to say what you want and do what you want?
of course.
Okay.
I mean,
I didn't control you at all.
no. I appreciate the time and everything that I was on it.
I made it your show also.
Yeah.
I played your music.
Yes.
Yes, I made it. It was kind of.
I'm sure you're saying that so that the guy who's saying what he said knows this.
Yes, and I blocked him from commenting on YouTube because I was getting tired of it. Because I'm getting undeserved hate. People don't
That's
like
the one thing that I will say is that if people are doing that, it's you know, it's like it's as if they're representing me, and the thing is, don't do that. I can represent me myself.
exactly. And I did get mad at you because I was hurt, and I've said this before when you've been on here.
Yeah.
I was hurt that you left because you're my escape from reality. Like I tell Charles and Jerry, when I do this show, I have so much fun with all you guys. I love Charles. I love Jerry Supe. And I'm so happy they are on Freeform Rock Podcast. And I'm happy that you come back on here. You know, it's cool, man, because I didn't lose you. You're still here. You know, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, of course.
And
You
this
know,
show doesn't suck.
I mean, I mean, there were times I was annoyed at you, but I mean, but I like you again, so it's all good.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man. But
I never hated you. I mean, there were times in which I was very angry, but
you know, I was poking you a little bit.
But never, I never got to the point where I wanted to block you. That's the thing.
I did block Jerry a lot of times over politics, but we came back to each other about it.
Oh,
yeah. You know, I was an idiot. Like I said, I got over that shit. I grew up, but I just want to. The thing, what we need to do here, Lee, we need to end this.
Okay.
And I need you. What did I used to say? So what did I used to say? Bye bye, guys. What was your ending line on Freeform? I can't remember. I'm fucked up.
Take care, everybody. Cheers.
No, I thought I said, let's get the fuck out of here, Lee. Let's say fuck off.
Yeah, fuck off.
All right, guys. Later.
Okay, bye.